About no miensa. Hello 101.5 so any etie fado for yema munyina ha ebraso say no me sakase ebo ye de ebrewo na de make kire wo ene say kwaso aba wafidie no and na hello 101.5 na yen kase ebo ayensabufo abenfo mu akase mienu wonde wonto atena konwa so asemu ayidi amaye say mfa mre wo no na de ede enka nsuo kura mrochia o ene ntimo wafidie no na hana se no me asabo na nya hodi se betena konwa so na ye be e de kiremu a na eya na enwumakuo bi adaroma yemfa sedama de ese no
ya the mass special ice company limited wo ma dom yem papa and the special ice mineral water bar and in super say obia enom ahode wom rebranding so akoso ne nto na efe papa gibi na bogu minimu enem ahode na nkofa chiri ha obia amfa amrel enso a special ice mineral water drinks enso a special drinks e be a special malt your energy drink your special cola special apple special orange and your special ginger na ye de somwa fd adia tum say ye betumi anom kumasia nkranza na yetu no ya homa 0241 774-825. Now best assurance so cry ascend den insurance ho asem ehin nakoka no bra beka no best assurance that be asemsia waba am yenya moretiti fine ede amao policy be a insurance ho ye bi eno eche no ajapade nyankopon de adom no efie bi a wasie ka bi a wato contract bi a wonsaka ho insurance nyina aye best assurance ye wadum Prempeh 2nd Street and Hello FM abusen eso ya homa 0501 522-514.
Abusia ensem no edeti mo afidie no na ha na emom yi wasum na ensem no na poso ye de bramo no wode wadwenkyere eba se de yabobɔ na poso no asara pepepe na wode abrɛ yemfa nsem edi mutintiman no me asaka sebo emu bi emremo ensem no de di mo akotene be Ghana mampani na adodankwa ekufu ado we di empofiri mu wa Bank of Ghana and Ghana Stock Exchange ayensrahwe afe eno echi Ghana mampani na bedi echi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Peace FM live and colored odi atudwa was said the omaye sika semdwe di mu nsem ne said the oman nankasa sia transmogrify no aye quite clear
interest rates. We have also seen a major decline in lending rates from 32 to 23%. The monetary policy rate came down from 25.5 to 14.5%.
Afe samobati a Cape Coast empenimfo dia to just say wono ba besi wiemhye gina bia ebinim se buei eno na Ghana mampani abedi a kire se wokasa wo sese dwadiem sikasemu bibiemu a nyansa wom se bekokosi sa wiemhye gina bia no e wo Cape Coast.
I believe that the people of the central region deserve an airport. In fact, there's more of a case for an airport at Cape Coast than there was for an airport in Ho. There's more of a case for it.
Entiasie wom enwachi na Ajapa royalty sa ensem yi ade we eyagentre ha CSOs womo esre denden se womo suspend sa Ajapa royalties no kra
ayesika ye try edi ma budget say abanyin fa yem puntuduma no ontimi mu ho nkonta ne yen san fa me no royalty ne nkopie no so nyan ekwagidie no womo maria yen kedinu
etie fodofo ade ache bi ate asem foforo se papa bi ne babe ma emfienum atono Ghana sikai empem wo haduo son a chese wo hunu se ne ba ne be wasa e kwade abo akra ma wase me dompe no de ba kwadi dompe ede nti wakwakoto na gese sikai ne ye die emra no so de se twetwe ensem wo ya foforo bi ka ho na no me asa bremu yesi nya ayede ebremu hene yere ajwa
ohene akonta of asmeni
afe kasia bono emu ensem no yedomo asukode a yebekọ yesentwoni na intirihwo no de mane body di kan abreyen Ghana mampani na adodankwa akufo adonka abehwe no yi osenansa enenan wakomantamwe wakohanamo enadwo yi de enebenan kura wasode anopa no ose ne mekọ Bank of Ghana bifiri hope Ghana Stock Exchange mekọ akọhwe sede omanyi esika sem dwedie ho nsem sede niema esikro na esanse ba bibiara obekọ bia yensentwoni na nantiri akire nti adwom eda afatade wura no ano na nantiri
Mia.
aba hima
Mia.
eposo hima ese mampani wawie Bank of Ghana eno okọ Ghana Stock Exchange na se he fan wo sisi ya mane bonnet say
That's it. So already Ghana man penny in a pro bar or the call Bank of Ghana, any Ghana Stock Exchange, the Minina Baneri. Now, the Nancy Siano, Amiensa, or two of Babas Raum, Eber semi, Omuju Media, Omudinivono, send your echo, and I near Tosumi Nusu. COVID by Upe. Yeah, a back home year pa, they Ghana, Yesika, some can. If you say you're ready, any idea, a cough from it, they are not COVID, the idea back kinds, no, so say, Omujumedia Omudine, Costa, no signs to show Mobose, Bibera Omoyano or Tawomachi, and our science of catcher almost say, Fabredi, Africa Continental Trade Area, Ghana, air headquarters, no, a idea or my show Mujumedia, say, into Omofo, whom you may be beer, and what's a Ghana, so Yensa can be an idea and Sabakinds, Winnie, Ghana man penny, Nancy or the coroner, near almost as say, Man penny copy Bank of Ghana, Governor A. Miss Ora Addison, and none of this to Jana. And I say, Bank of Ghana, you see, then in fear at the Assamians and ye, when near a toss a decaya, or Mampenia or Tiaconyaso, or Nagata to Tunanizer or Bahonum, or Babasho Mujuma, and yet a program being a cost on our Banemum, or Babasho Mujuma Mudinity, winning a decaya, or Mampeni about where the idea your man who are Panomo da Ghana Mampeniasis. Over science of the PCA and Ghana Mampeni say, a broad banking crisis, a banking and some Bayano. Mampeni Tao Machi, a Majumedia Mudiano, Omudini in our quants prepare, and from Sobiama, whom they asked the piece of the Magana Mampeni say, or Tao Machi, which Medio Mudia, and a home for so Abba Sabri, Oma, Omtica for Car Germany, and idea, Omutiana Casane Baya, Biadia, and Sabecano. Into waiting the Ghana Mampeni copy, and of course, a year Ghana Stock Exchange, so on to catch almost say, or Tao Machi, or Media Bira or Mudia, we say, Ocean and Saint Tamocra, idea, ya Ghana Stock Exchange in Abaso, not just say, Omu Dijuma, some pants, Ghana Mampeni says, Omunkan who say, or Omo Yon Combia, a Ghana Mampenia, Omuju Media, Omudinana, a idea or Tao Machia, Bibiom Baby, and Omu who say, Omo, it's there for Cassia or Ghana Mampeni, to Winnie, near Ghana Mampeni, Aproba, or the copy Ghana Stock Exchange, any Bank of Ghana.
Yo, Nancy, a dasi piano, money bought. Now, just a hot nana. What the Homana to soon come in, be sent a question be Nanka, said Breba Munanka, and Tropho Benya Quank will be some mammy. Yes, I can't enter the idea, maybe Sanibania need the young consent for Frosso.
Yanko and Sample from my Hello 101.5 FM, so any Anapay and crying, Peace FM, Kokro Media, so a brat chairman, Chairman General Kwame Sefa Kain Etre Jamuno, Nyameya Dom Amayinti, Emma, His Excellency, the Vice President Dr. Mamudu Baumia, Ebebesrayen, Ewofikesimu, Ship House. Na Enumu Dian Koma Koso, na Edos Papa, Chairman General. Ebisebisa and some ahodopi na ebra Dr. Mamudu Baumia transfer and a Chairman General Ebisa ne say one omampani na adodanko ekufado adwumayemu etisen ene ochiemu say ekoyi pa na say oni obi ti say na adodanko ekufado ye adwuma na say oh papa no e pani into a car man ne refia ene oboa Utimika se kokoye adwuma we fama me ade chinya pe no atwetete fon efra se adwuma me suma se kokoye no akwakosi sen eni ntina adwuma ye demanding pa enkase bia se bi wanyini nti o kan asema ni refi na adwuma nso egu ne so dɔɔso nti o kan sempe na wujai ato o kan ya pe esesa o hye na kokoye se de be ye obisa wa obetumi anya bibi ade aka ho anase aka kire no sanse papa na adwuma ye ede papa no chiremu asese na adwuma ye mum na adɔɔso esanse omampani ede na kakoka economic management team ho ana adwuma ye no sese kwa na ekosoro a no omampani adwuma ye de ayede papa ni ma wodo pi na wo sua na wo chiremu a Dr. Mamudu Baumia on science na otia na otie
Bibia Edishan Yaminsem Yamidia Nuhu Yehumpa. You know, most of the times we don't know how he puts things, but that is how it has happened. And Sana Etie. So with Yamiase Namida boss Nana Adodankwa Akufuado also I say because on now make a choice, you know, or pair on choosing me. But consistency, you know, and you know, the faith in me are all one. Intina Yami Adam was choosing me 4 consecutive times. Minjidi say Ghana Abisida. So we did Ningina Yami Ninshishe. As vice president, I think that I have a boss who really wants things to be done in a hurry. He's almost a workaholic. He's working
at his age.
I mean, he's stronger than us, the younger men.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he is demanding and is, you know, so of course it's something that we all have to work to.
Ghana Mampeni Abedeshe Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia na echim so mampeni na adwuma ye ede na papa no sebi ocha brantie no ho den papa into so sumawa engase wanyini nti oja to empani ampantentem hono a na wako akwakoye.
Ghana Mampeni Abedieche Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia Nkasa Yemu Kruyada and Watwaso say Ebra Enfiem Pinu ne Dunson Mampeni na Nado Danko Kufuado Soft na Musa Yene Kaso Manini and a Dawani Mono Fretete Kwana Kobu Mino was na Akawani Nyanko Ponchere se na Babia Defi Capres and Puadama and Motroso. Now be show men yi ne kaya eyan ye komu na asande kwa rubber bi de amefo hono mo de wo fa nipa nye ye enti wono ma wie school wono mo samfie wono man ka ne ko school kura ko se ma wono ma dodode ene wa ho bi ka se wo de be twetwa wono mo ho ni nyina ye twemu akoda kron so sai wie school so na osan tifie tinitiri so etina pampa so ya enye ono ne mfom so o eya amamuo boni bia sabre Mampeni da John Dramani Mahama ne ndisa ba wono mabu no eninti brother na do be fa akunwa no nyame anim ni na egise ono a na di ono a na kakran emfa ho ne ho ka ne wo haw ane abena obeto mu no watimi adada no kusakusa no ara wo hunu sa ampa wo de abo bia to jam won tenani ne won kusakusa no na se wo kata nani a anhwa na abo na hye na genesem ene nti Mampeni so fi na nipa ene wo de o mayin kakran wa kusakusa no a enei Ghana beyond aid botaye so ka ho side se ye nizwe enne empuntuo enwuma mu nsem sikasem kakra yenya ye homrusu o na so ba bia yetimi apagade abeduro no enkwa ewo mu anesa wose hwe afi eyabato afi COVID-19 ya yekomu firafi boso memiensa ede ba bepem sa abreye onkoye enso ne nyina achi no Ghana de wono nyame adaroma ode aba bedru ye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eto aso ebiem ekire mu se sa allowance sem ne nursing trainee de ne wono ma ne enfo ma adwuma ne ho ahwan de ya Mampeni ba beto sa amamu no so befa ye no enne se na ne masitie bibia dane asesa ne nyina ye modern bone amamu papentira.
We've been able to manage the economy and delivered a few solid chords. We share a fiscal deficit between 2016 and 2019 and then we share from 6.8 to 4.8%. We share primary surplus as far as the primary surplus indicates your expenditure less, your revenue less your expenditure, excluding your interest payments. And also, we've between 2017 and 2019, we had surpluses for 3 consecutive years, and that was first time in our in our history, for a long history, that we've had that, the first time in a decade, really, specifically, that we've had that. And then the rate of debt accumulation, the rate of debt increase in our debt stock has also slowed down, decline in inflation. And also, if you look at our interest rates, we have also seen a major decline in lending rates from 32 to 23%. The monetary policy rate came down from 25.5 to 14.5%. A trade surplus also between 2017 and 2019. This is the first time in 2 decades a Yanya trade surplus, 3 consecutive years in.
Wey Ghana Mampeni Abedieche Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia enano pay woni Peace FM Kwame Sefa kan enkoma twetwe ni bi ene yeteye no.
Na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia esanso eto aso no wo kire mu se Ghana ayehye na so eswati kakra esanse wono mo ebon to 2016 no wo mo hye boss se de Ghana ayehye no manfo ho kire wo mo no omo ba o meye ntutuye ayehye ama Ghana fo yembre so atikakra nyame adom omba ye economy no na nyekra na so o ma hye nioma toto nioma ma sesei social interventions nioma hodom ne ba ye no ama Ghana fo yembre so atikakra bi ti se napcom ne ba ye etimi aboa pa sanse dipa na nka wie sua pontifia na wo mu ne adwuma nyina nyame ya dom ebinom anya krakra wonom eye bibi ti say one district one factory nso amde ba ye aboa Ghana for papa my mabunu bia na nkomo so tifie womo so anya adwuma eye wo chie mu se na nka Ghana for enkane aka ekuyen womo ba ye oma te so kakra nkane no so egina so ade epiti teacher training allowance ni nursing training allowance so omatua ama Ghana for ye mbra na nka esue no enkoye kra nenso so eso atikakra wo hwe animu se yedi mfie nan esan so kom ho dia na ese nyoma bekoyi e dia ma my Ghana.
As for challenges there, I mean, say there's any country in the world only challenges on anything. But the important thing is say you do things to bring relief to people. When we came, for example, electricity prices, even under Dumso, were going up by 45% annually, average. Dumso was there and we were increasing electricity prices. They had cancelled teacher training allowance. So the teachers were suffering. Households were suffering. They had cancelled nursing training allowance. They were suffering. The teachers were being paid 2 to 3 months for 2 to 3 years of work. So they were also suffering. So when it created an environment of increased hardship. And when we came in, we are not saying we've eliminated hardship, but we have reduced it tangibly. Some infrastructure in Zongos today. One district, one factory is providing jobs. One village, one dam is providing water to farmers that need it, planting for food and jobs. And also it's helping a lot of farmers across the country. And this is why when we say food production, it has gone up very significantly. And we are even exporting foods now rather than importing. And that is a major benefit to us. So we haven't eliminated suffering, but compared to their before we have reduced it, and this is why we need to continue to reduce it more.
Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia Ghana Mampani abediachi nenka ene akutie no
na no pay dear Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Mampani abediachi nsemo kan ni nyinada ni nyinara chese asem ewo mu baby na ensem no me to aso bie no eno de etu dwam o se enwanwa pa se Mampani da John Dramani Mahama ne penso ne mfia no wote so wo bu manye no na sika krabia hodo a na ye adwuma wo mayi mu no na ono anim se ampa wonom nyina adwuma no enya egu enkoye nanso opaniyi ekata obu nuagu na sum kata nanim efrise na tua na yonko ho nti wonim se tuaduam emfa ne ho na ne nyina so ye se de awia ye no na ensuo so ahwe ne so aye ne bi pepepe esanse na oman na wonom buo na nya omamuo papenti no se musika krabia ne mu adwuma ye fo ne mu niam bi ye na sanya papa se na chese ano no abekro no ansa na eguto no amu ene nti wonom ampe ho asikumadwa bia eni na enwanwa se Mampani da John Dramani Mahama ne penso sika krabia sa yeketo asa yenkese o se microfinance mako aduewotwe mienu 82 ene collapse ye ene nti wo ya wo sika sa wo ho sa yesempo sa yekapre sa yedama obiere ni ho nipa bibre biere ni ho obeka sa me kwakwaji misika mensa kan ye nanso ye de na dadanko akufo adopan yesu yi wo hwe kom no se dabi memma enipa million enani akiri ponsia wono sika enhye sara emu ice water for emu bojwa wono ma eka wono sisisu gye de to esusuo ene wono ma nkakra wo tietia ka so benya posede ya adwuma me hwe masa ahiafo isika ehye ngokda ene nti Mampani ade ne nan esimu ene nti de wo sika krabe ya gene ne tumi krata afri ne nsam no ye beje na ahwehwem na afi ya hwekwan befa so ye betuatua wono ma no sika wo no ye tue ne nkakra de wono ma yese ka wono bomu ye beka wono mabomu eno nti ene sika krabia hodo bi ho ya ka wono mabomu ebi ho ma wono sika sam yesi ye tue ne sei ene ho bebrebe na Mampani abedi akire se sa na mo no eno nya na mo papa eno na aboa enye sa kasabre wono ma topiti wono ma afamu awuo wono ma ya twenso gu wono so no nka bebre kura ni nteye.
The previous government were fully aware, say, na problem woho in terms of the financial sector and the banking sector. Uhe 2015, IMF Omoye Asset Quality Review, and it showed major problems in the banking sector. I spoke about it sometime in 2015, and Mika said we have 8 banks which could collapse if nothing is done about it. Even under their tenure, 82 microfinance institutions collapsed, including DKM. So there were such bad practices of governance and the management of these institutions. And we had to step in because most of them were set up without any capital. They just lied their way to setting up the bank. They moved money here, showed it to the central bank. Central bank gave them the license. Then they moved the money out. And they were using central bank liquidity support for other purposes rather than reviving these banks. So when we say by the time we got into office, things were really unraveling. And the new management at the central bank decided to rescue because we were on the brink of a collapse of the system. And so they had to move quickly to rescue the financial system. And that is why they revoked the licenses of about 9 banks and 23 savings and loans and over 300 microfinance institutions. And that act is one of the most important acts that have been done to save our economy.
Ghana Mampeni Abediache Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia Enchiremu Awo Ewosika Krabia ho nsemo agentre ha agim petekuno mubi ene etie no
na Ghana Mampeni Abediache esanso etoaso sanse wan fancy hwa ene wo chiremu se abanyi ba ye wo mu ho sem fidijuma ehwan eden setete ba e wo maimu aninti wo mo de one district one factory e baaye eno so ya dwumadi a sebi ayenkunimdie akonkan aye ni so papa e de ama aman kronkron Ghana wo chiremu se factories no wo mo asimu edioson ensia 76 na mprempre am no kasei wono mo asi awie na emu adonum wotwe 28 mpode wono ba ye ya na mo hyase adodo baabi e de blog akogu ho asi awie anei egusu a eye adwuma adodo na krampo nam kwan mu a eba no say one village one dam so wo mo hye ho bose wo mo e de beba na emu ahanan na aduasa enum 435 imprimple am no kasei wo mo de ama contract egusu ye ho adwuma aha sane ediosom 372 eni nyina no o ma wi a egusu eye adwuma wo kire mu se emu adosia miensa de enam kwan mu ano so enche kra ono mewie na eno so ababeka de o madi nkan aye no ho na ochiremu se mre bi etwemu omanpenra John Dramani Mahama be chiremu se sa one village one dam no krampo ye boa okwa ye tutu amena bi ne gugu ho no ma sabi nsuo kra wo mu awie amfaso bia enuso na ochiremu se ensemtwofo etwe tetefon ensemtwofo twe camera ekokoye ho documentary e obole ho amprempe yam no kasei ye adwuma fulani fo ho ne akuafo ho giso emfaso enti omanpenra John Dramani Mahama kasa na as documentary ne ba abonten no wanhweda anhwe bi anase wanhweda nye mu nhwemu papa na ochire mu se okwa ativedo mantem a dwumede bi omudi ho no mu a America dollars yi de som mu pa na wo mudi eye eno ye polegu dam no omugu so mo ye ho adwuma den eba ade so mo ho beto mo e won potem ho no yade a esani.
So far, we have awarded a total of about 435 one village, one dam contracts that are ongoing. Out of that, 372 have been completed and 63 are ongoing. There's been a lot of good progress. Omampenye dada kase one village, one dam no. It hasn't materialized, but there was a documentary, Omoko Bole, his own constituency, and 10 dams were functional. And people are using these dams for irrigation and so on. And they are very, very useful. And there were talks about how it had saved communal fights over water in the constituency. One district, one factory is a very successful program. As you know, we have done a lot. Right now, under the one district, one factory, 76 factories are operational under that scheme. Of this, 28 of them are new factories that have been set up. And there are so many much more that is happening. As you go through to the next term, we will see a lot more of these which are in the pipeline.
Ghana Mampeni Abediache Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia nene eni ekutie ye no.
Yada so ewo Mampeni Abediache nsemo na no pe woni kwame sofa kan kwetwetwe ye no so a ye wie ye ene ati edisi manifesto ya NPP na no ye nche kura na wotwe wie ye ya wonom ekokopa ho ntoma ewo eye ogwe krono mu na emu no ene woda na die se ewo wonom ehhehye mum so wonom be si wiam hyegina bia ede ma Cape Kosukro no se de be ye betimi aboa na pagya wonom so emu die mu no wani monyam akosoro ebra semi beto fem paso se kinkei hey Captain Janet or Manfos Sumway, and the Abbey Ewomo, and then a campaign Bren Edro, and an Mowa Wenumum, and Crawford can one made the people for who fell and was social media so any idea. Now, and none of pair Quenya bed da one more a bra, Mampenia bed the chair at Kwame Sofa Kandi Mono business as a papa. Yes, most of what see we shaging a beer Cape Coast now, and beer and we here. And was a Kwame. Asemi metis a man for be edge who chim a wonder pan was a maternity edge one. Me did one mentiasie. Now metiasia shall just a man who ye say. A bunomo say ya quaco sister we mushano and we here. If we say, would the free and kind croupon, baby we mushan gun na ye jabia cassia water, would the free cry ho, air call Cape Coast one more and on Remiansa. Now would the free and cry air call hose and on the same. And so say ho, yes, we mushani bio. Ada na ye biama onua na ye biama ofoforo de amose da bi de sima hofo no ye sibi ma Cape Coast fo a de e na manesesa ene nto no no de wono mo ka no wone wo mo enya dwene na ye kokosi sa wi mu hye no kora e wo wono mo a ebe pagya nsra hwe dwumadie mu sa mo be kai a wonim se ba nsra hwe niema bebre a was Cape Coast one more, and inti a bema one of my beshadi free one beba said the nims a Cape Coast pomo one more, what massa say a prada, and yet the queer was so ye, and inti bit to me a bomb one more here, I don't actually woman or at me and one crowd baby sick 70 dread dear one sem, and a mube peja, and into one dear when you say ya a beboa, na and yan nay. Almo and people better now so in one more back say baby see we shine our Cape Coast was it that be a fear bebra drienu quite a driasenie and I send me one more dinner bobo ne preto sa na a fade a brenna son and into a brenny says see we shine our Cape Coast crew.
We share airport in Cape Coast no idea here in my in our opinion I think it will be a good thing for Cape Coast. Why do I say so? Well, Unim say historically Cape Coast used to even be the capital of Ghana. Gold Coast, yeah, it used to be the capital. Cape Coast today, if you are talking about the history of slavery in the world, anywhere in the world, is you talk about or study the history of slavery, you will study Cape Coast. That you cannot tell the story about the history of slavery without talking about Cape Coast, of all the forts and castles in Cape Coast. So in terms of the slavery issue is very big. You talk today, for that matter, about tourism in this country. Tourism in this country. And Cape Coast is the tourism capital of Ghana. There's no other place that attracts as many tourists as Cape Coast. You talk about education, and today, if you look at education in Ghana, Cape Coast is the education capital of Ghana. Interest rates, we have also seen a major...
Ghana Mampede Abedi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Afe yanko ensemble from when na Alliance of CSOs and no civil society organizations and no nhwenwa wo mo ye efa agudie ho na wo mo ene ekobi nso a wo mo de keta hye ene proye wo mo mpe na wo mo pe oman kronkron Ghana ne nkanko good governance wonom aka bomo e de ato Ghana mampani na adodankwa akufa do anim se sa ajapa royalties deal no wontwam Tinton time won't chum essence, one sham for so dear was wa or my Ghana yen Sabekano is sakra. Na several society organizations best edunum and akabumwa or manis asemi air to Ghana Mampany and him accept Kahon, Imani Ghana, CDD, IDEC, any ISODEC, woman Kahon as asemi, woman de Tom Mampany and him say, one must repass a sardine won't chum, sans and Fasodio man benya ewomun is a sardine sukrampuno, emu and the hopapa. Na convener edema sa alliance Dr. Steve Mantiao and ne yensem Juni Williams gentu etwetwe sankomo yi
company yati a friend ejapa royalties a wo mo na be investment na mayen wo mitimi ko bobosia bia wo mo pe e wo sika bia mu a wo mo mba embeje piniye free parliament ho any citizens oversight body bia te se pia a wo metimi edi wo mani agi ekire in the absence of all these transparency, accountability, and citizens' oversight arrangements, even in the petroleum sector now, you want transparency provisions and accountability provisions. No crano. Abang way, there's a free 2017 at Ebano. On Timim Bufang Woon Sika Canon Kuntabuno, NCP, Semino Kase. an amount of 1.5 billion Ghana cedis. And a ban way intimate trade, Jordia, a Fangusika. In the Yemen Hokine, a Sika, you try at my budget, sir, a binding for Yem Puntumano, on to me Muhon Conta. Near some family royalty and Uncle Piano so. In your equated year, no more Maria and Kebingu, and to Wayno. Yet, to twice our brand said, dear Chiamubiano, on Pantuja, Nagana Pong, Nancy and Chay.
Na yenche yadwen ho Dr. Steve Mantia ne tene nka no eno achi no owie kura na o chiri mu se obese pa se de ntia process aban intwesa di mu tententem ne se esa Japan royalties no kroma cha se A2 anamobi Ghana Stock Exchange ene London Stock Exchange bia eno no hu ne se emwa ebe mo man kronkron Ghana isikasem akoyachi
ho ya e koso wo man mu e fa sa adwumedie hu empo no opposition party aka se wo mu ba aban mu a wo mu no betwam no eno kran ye good signal man say the stock market. Your value no very because there won't be enough interest. Among people who investment no as a risky venture. Internet and papa mua a buy embo break na on the union to that. Na yenya so mine. This and say from good year can was no. A woman to phone na yenya idea. Yenya fine and chay adwin.
Convener Edema Alliance of Civil Society Organizations. Dr. Steve Mantia nene eni ekutie ye no.
Menem sa aboa kraman en wo sese ne ba ebewu aprase kwade wode ne begidompe enipa de ye wo eka ne se emfa ho ebu ho na ho kire ekom abenne de wo no mabedi ne da krokra na wode adane ya na eden nanso ya na ye ka de kire ye were se nipa ye de nanso ye nwe nam kire se be da hia dem mo beduru ba bi no emfa ho ne akwawi ade betete wo ma no dachi bi anya de ya na ba ku bi nya ba bi asi amaja mo amaka so aba beso mo mama mo afoforo soro bi nanso abema ayefra ni Idris Fuse no anya mfie aduanunum akwada mfie aduanunum 25 years wonya nuru ba bia wo hunu sa abrabo na eden eni nti wo ba be my friend Muftau Augustine ne banfie num no waton no de age cedi Ghana sikai empem ohadrio so 170,000 Ghana cedis na yankwa awukwado ho awukwado
Nyaba
ai Fuseni Idris no so wode ka bi eni nti na wo pesika kotua anasa wanya kwanto bi wo pesika to tikiti di akro
Menua medasi nyaba tipo akwaba aba eye bebieni anyaso be kwa kupon bebieni mu na anade na bebieni security court kwa sesena na dada adwumadi mu so mu kwa sesena sansempi dan den su de na tse adutwom kwa ne nyina ne se ebra opie mu eye justice owa hene wa champion tenase na kodubofo detective eye inspector George Akan no ye ebokodu no chiri mu se wo afimu a bosume esian de toso edu enienu ana beto adwese Robia Frano Edisu Fuseni wonye fusha no dinu enu 25 years to akra we kwani ana sanse small scale manner eka ho ewo cry process asodan ho na eben bosun kwanta ewo dwaboso amansinim western of region tem na making na owura yi obinim de ba ni tirimu se odika bi se open temanye sikantem ana we na agin se ne ba abamu a ayefrano Muftau Augustine awonye mfisia no enum obetono e dia gisika se na be ya na brabo betimi atumpon enti wo sha se obepe nipa client na se customer eno ene nam so a obi so a kire se na ni je ho obeto enti no ne na opa kura ne ba ene omo sha se ye se ombehia ombohia ba bi awo asoda ho ano no omkodi ano wo ho na eni anu no mu no ana papa no ema no kanitika no 10 million se eno de introduction wanye na ofa mo asie se wagipini mpu se odisa niema etisa ye ne ba no beton ma no kwabo no onyi 10 million no pa checking half ani obu twadu ho pa eno akiri no ana mo sha se ombedi akwala na no nkasa bo ode beje na ono so wato so mo sha se free 2 billion no ha kan ya ado mo nyina be settle awo 1.7 billion kanitika no ene 170,000 Ghana cedis na enumu ana branch ne ye hye se sana tedia ene na onkofa korare mara na for ni nyina mbom ko se hidwabo so oho ene mansini kupon na onko chia sika no egu na account mu o bank that is 1.7 billion there enye sika ye so no bag mu edo so yi pa enti wonu so je pani esa ko na kura so dan ho ekofa ne ba no aboshofo bisa no tibu se oh sene COVID-19 ba ye ni school kura school ya chedan senkwansa enti wode ne ko aye dwabo so wati se September ye kura no mpani kwa be lift ba no kwa be ko school no okwa ko school papa aye private school bi na kaja ode akura ko tunu ko school chen ma papa nti abuchafo nyina ti na se ngumosua de se eye enti ode akura yi etwara mo free aso dan ho ana osimwa edin ba eye dwabo so de be ma papa no so a ore ne dia no so beto 1.7 billion no ama o ye sene na ye nkoi na me ko chie skani mu account wo bank sana owura yi so oni aposifo ay share dada enti obutu na mo na ediche police for new ye de bank bagu papa ya nam so ye ni be pio mo bien thanks coach na de ya opiemu aye justice owa hene yo champo hwele ni bi no bi san say Ghana ha ejobe nso na hu say ye ton nipa ho a wo akora su kodu man official do nu enum ho be na kire o saa de nkwa na opena titre mu a wo san kan ya wutumi ya dwumadi mpebi na oba akora kama wati sei wo kokoton no wodi fo na say odi bim abrante jawa no so dia ye die anyi obi de kumantwi ne mo bosi akwante obesa se court fa de ball ntia no na ebi sibio eno ado pie mu ka se sa na tedia onkoi na onko de fiase efija enson na onye adwuma fa nsom aban adwumadin kwanso no fimu fia on tony babio na ubisa ya yesi awo babie ni ana merikwa mfoni a kire tefu mi yaba
yo na ayedi asem wi ase wotimi kokwa apili kami kokwa apili se mfie ni sha
okay baba se abuan kwa no wan hawa yen se de bon o majeja mre
se unu se nko ton we ma ni go through ana se efaya nko be sha se abie ni pa supermarket wo onifie o ton
enye se okay
nko wo ton
se be ujuru wa won tiase mi ba kora ke tike post probio
na obi o galam se su kwa se ne nka woni musika ni sika pe kokope usika
ujuru wa won tiase enti aja owo ahini se abara wa hawa won tani bonti no okodam 7 years o fanya dwumadin so maban
yo wodi amana tufuo bonti e be fa ne sara akwado e da se pi ene wa mane bo next time ye wo ko ba bie mu a enka de bo ho mfie ne nan na de ama no
o ton
ko mra na ne ba na nyini wonya mfie aduenu nan ka ma ne mfie aduenu nti wo mra na ne ba na nya mfie aduenu num aduenu num te se
25 years
se wono a pepe tama oton no no o hia pani mu a wagene ne ama
o ti o mema be no man ya yeye yento aka se bo no eso na akanifo ne mpanyimfo a wo moda Jackson College of Education ano wo moto na mo bia eso ni papa wo mokotu no wo Kumasi Central Prison me ho wo makosi agenan bia fefefe e de ama wo mo se wo monje na wo mfanye wo hu eyi sanse sabio so kokoda fiase na nkyerese wabrabo no awie sa ne sa na Mrs Theodosia Jackson any principal wada Jackson College of Education ano en wochi mu se wono mo egusu a wo mo sha se so mbebo prisons no achepa wo mo gusu to na mo a no mbesa nso ye bi e de aka ho e de abo na sabi oda ne de afie sanse Ghana de hye a ne wonom sabi bibia enkoye enti ne ma wonom ekoho ane no wo srese Ghana fo nyina ye mo ye homoden se obi oda ne de afie no ye nso be ye bibi e de abo sika famu bibi mpo na wo a jakakra bia ketu bia nso ye nyemfa mbo no e wo sere be ya wo mo so he ho ebe hin ha wo kakra
prison hanyina officers ebro be ya hasa washroom ba ko pe ma ne meme nyina na ekoho na me hu se ye di bu wo mo animtia tintema na ye be ye washroom ma wo ma nya bi meme nya bi chaplain ni nya bi akire na me ti se female prisons wo mo ni bi ti tu anamon se ye be boa wo mo bi se wo ma ye adwuma wa ha no ye nuanom ye yerenom ye kununum ya nkrofo na ye adwuma wa ha na se wo mo komanto wo mo ye ma e be ye and a woman, one more shower, Mosun, one more to me, I shall almost see. So one more son to me, and your Majuma ye, the Annie, Yanso, you, but one more Majuma ye, you better yan to your pum. Your Benanti, a bontia, if your bag is so will be fine, I say, be the American say, ye did do a represents a nipper one more be who say your dog to one more best sacra.
Principal da Jackson College of Education ano Mami Theodosia Jackson any attending can no see yape and officer in charge female ward ADP Christian Asiedu and so Eda say professor wonu sukuru nyankopon hyam papa de ma ye no e ada so ye ni enti da se bra bi sansum rebium
first no na ye one washroom per more than 100 officers ne used to say ya sanye bi aka ho enti e beboa ya pomudin nipa ba ko nsa entumi nkata nyankopon ani enti ye hia doye asori for school any ankra omo ahoɔden no se omo beboa ye na ye hia moa as prisons na omo yesa e beboa yen prison no na boa Ghana man nyina na sikesie Emma Professor and Mrs Jackson any Jackson College of Education wa adoye kesie se a omo ye ma yen ye bompai se onyami onhira won bebre mi dem nim se nya Kumasi prison pe no omo ye ma other prisons ni nyina
Officer in charge, female ward, Kumasi Central Prison, ADP Christian Asiedu, Anna Yetenin Kano.
Afe yemfa etiefo adofo so adwenkyira wode ababi yemfa ento so Hello FM no me asaka se boso ni Odani Ventures edifre Macro Junction no se good one day na nado wa ye adwuma ni nyinara o ma ono ane ho happy birthday.
Champion Take 5 edifra so kwa na ode aba wo se Ghana for mo hwe adwuma den ne adwuma papa aben aye ne ensanso mfa emfie nan ensanso ento na naso ebium o se na nanie amamuo papa enie.
Vanguard Johnson dia wode eba ye abrepo odwa dadanu mu ene wose wotie mampani abedi akire din enne wante se wonom a awiesu yapon ya wonom aye education eka ho kwan afa so kira de eka ho no wante se woka wonom ho asem nanso bebre na wo fi ayem posti wo mu.
Na Isaac Otu edifree Sofia ene ode aba wose kudu so mampani nyame nhira papa ne waye okokosra Bank of Ghana ne no eyade a eso ani pa nyame nhira o.
Abodi ebiom so number 1 assemblyman no ka se NPP one manifesto no enya ngoma keke ena nya brofo akese da bi na momu eye enwoma ne brofo animdie ne hyehye pa ene daache papa bi ayemu ma policies papa ya be magana ediye na abibimam ha nyina da yadamufua
na a champion payaw edifree be passe ena ode aba wo se NDC for nyem nkwana mo mayimu monka manuntum na amamu papa ena mampan na ndan kwakufado one na MPP for wo ebonu good policies nkwa ena omode magana fonti ye be sanso de mfie nan asanso mo biom
ena kwasi benje so be siase wode to aso se bawumia kwa do friend economic wizard wa say Dr. Bawumia wakasa na ne waka nyina so dia danse na akire pefe se NPP aban wa ya de emfie miensa ne fa pe no hwede wode o my Ghana akoduro ene ntie mfa mfie nan enka no ho na wonye dodo na enka ho
na Cruise Blanks Nel Pope wadamfo no wase wo hwe live
o de nti me bana damfo de ne soso
de ne wadodo o hwe live for Francho no dia ba wase kanema mpen John Dramani Mahama woni NDC for sebi nyem nkwa na mo wo mayimu nti mbasa mo kire se nyima papa ben ye nyina nti mumfa mani hui okay semu hu ya ye de ye hu eninti December 7th ye be sanso de mfi nan amma aban yi biom
ya aboaje from pod ye no se wo hwe live every New York Bronx and waka se NDC for one mu time ba wo mia kire no kokokokokokokoko na so sikakra bia ya egugugu ye e mo person na nyina ekolapse ye eninti ya mo na mo crazy sa mess ni nyina ya na nado ba ye o se wo fix ye and wa ba be fix nti mo ha no se bio
na teacher constitution ehwe life for we mwase na ose na nado why ade pass free night school wode aba ni nyuma hodo pie ka ho na wose se na nado ho no ma ye nto aba mfa ma dum so president bium ama ne nsa ma medium eso enko no nko ade enko beto ama ma me ekwiedonko
ena mati ogo agro no so beto ma ndi beto
ekwiedonko
mati jande wade eba ya josu do mi abra so ekwiedonko se court for no opeso okoho na ho ba kansem na kesi akra
obetuja
ye brade ajosu do mi abrade no se eye ne nwanwo se Ghana mampani enne wa mo obi anka ye na no Bank of Ghana and Ghana Stock Exchange na wa ya de
na Honorable Sule Bobo ese wo hwe ntie live ewo tepa nyine susu wo se enne hwese vice president ko kasa peace FM so akire se omen ye wo akanifo papa ampa
mensa saba north interest so no sinya mianim ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wone ne papa na nado de wo num nim de se ye kasa ye toto o man sikasem dwede ho nsem o man kankro pa management de a wo bowa wonum ya de ene ntie famfie nan enka wonum ho
na Emim Emmanuel ese wo hwe live for Mamponten ena wode aba wo se ne hwe se ne vice president ko kasa peace FM so a ne yade a na so ani pa Dr. Bawumia nyamisha papa wo cheche nsemu ade amoye de mba be ye ama yate ase yi pa na dum sofo ne de yenya o munsin chen kura wo se wa yade Hello FM so yenkoso nya adwumaden
aha de omanfo adwenkyere nyina esie na wono me so ya sene ne no miasa kase boyemo wono mo adansie ni
womo aye special ice mineral water aye super sabi awie ya awia boyi wonam na hia ensan ho wonsan ho pe wanya nsunumu akwanhia konom bibia payade bi e de aguyam no special ice mineral water ene ho drinks ahodo pi na ye tuton e kumase nkranza fd so agya tum say ye 0241774825 ene ahoma no best assurance sukri asene den insurance ho asɛm a wɔyɛ di ato agyapadeɛ so best assurance necessary ko say simple de promotion gu so ekoso nti utwa insurance no na ye che ho ade adum Prempre 2nd Street and Hello FM abasa tintin so na ye wo ya homa 0501522514
ya de kasiabo no ebrem ansema na edimu tintima ne bi esema mpani na nado danko akufo ado wode nani Extra Bank of Ghana and Ghana Stock Exchange ene sanso ena mampani na bedi Extra Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia ene ko Peace FM wo say bibia dadi ne de danse professor man sika samye de wonsam ene niema asesa e wo man mu na asesa no yi mu sanso ena wode to dwa mampani abedi Extra biom say sede yetimi asi wiamusha gina bia ne bi ede ama hofo no sara ene yesibi so ede ma kepkosufo ogwefo a wonom so ebfata wo mo CSO fo wonom ede eja egu mpanimfo chem se Ejapa royalties wonom ntwensensan frese entiase enyenwe payo ena abema mfie aduenu enum wawo ne bamfie num no wose ahokyere nti wode ne kwakogi sika empem wo ha aduason ya sese yede ne mote okwakodam mfie nson ofiri mu fie a wode asua nyansa
yefa emu aseda ema owura Kenneth Obin the master planner yensemo for eno no na be de chie ya Prince Kajo Bodu Otobusi onaboafo eye Abeneja Poma ene Margaret na yen social media manager eye Kwame Worda oni twa yen eba be for fidie so a onya bi hwe ye Facebook midin ene ohina kwenta of us mene
ohina yere adwoa aprebi yada mu nyina se emamo enitia enyado ekwan so brebre Bon Shaker, watana dwam ajeje ntata ede akofie yada mu nyina se emamo enitia etwinao.
Hey, I say mix the cement in correct proportional.
Hey, contractor.
Hey, what can you? What is so?
Yeah, Malande.